Bestow Productions presents Creative Continuity at Wizard World, Philadelphia 2014. Get the latest news directly from cosplayers, artists, writers, and the occasional celebrity appearance. Tune in for Creative Continuity's coverage of Wizard World Philly. We bring the convention to you.
This is Harold Gant with Creative Continuity. I'm here with Echo, the cosplayer extraordinaire. You are dressed as...
I am dressed as Electro from the new Spider-Man movie.
Awesome, awesome. I love the lights. This is a really cool costume. How long did it take you to do?
Well, the costume itself, putting it together, it took about, from like conception, it's a lot more simple than it looks. It probably only took about a week to put together, and putting all the face paint on took approximately about an hour.
About an hour?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
So it's a little more simple than a lot of the other things I do. I normally do some more involved full body paints, like my She-Hulk cosplay, which is something that I'm really well known for. She-Hulk, I do all different versions of her. I do the Fantastic Four version, the Jen Walters version. I do Red She-Hulk. I even have She-Hulks that don't exist. I have a gray She-Hulk, as there's the Gray Hulk, and purple She-Hulk, which is Smash from Rob Liefeld.
All right, and also you're a part of this company called Moonbase. Now, what exactly is Moonbase?
Moonbase is a cosplay collective. So what we do at Moonbase is we have a lot of our friends that got together that also have a great passion for cosplay and making things, and we all combine our talents. We do a lot with it. We make bigger, larger props like you see here. This Cobra shield is part of an Alley Viper outfit. So we do these things for ourselves. We commission them out for other cosplayers. I also do a lot of the metal work. I do some Wonder Woman tiaras and things that you've probably seen around the net. And we do a lot of foam work. And then I also do the makeup work. I'll teach people how to do makeup or help them apply their makeup here at the con.
How about wearing those contacts for long periods of time? How is that? Does that bother you at all?
It's not too bad. I've gotten pretty much used to it. Once I've gotten into it, like the face paint and everything else, you're like, okay, I'm going to feel this way for the next 7 to 12 hours, so let me relax and commit to this feeling. Like I said, this costume is much more comfortable than like my Nightcrawler costume.
Wow.
Which has that has like the most prosthetic works in it, or I also do a female Azazel, and that has an insane amount of prosthetics and wig and everything else. So this one I'm kicking around in my boots and jeans and a sweatshirt, so I couldn't be more happy.
So the Nightcrawler, so I guess the tail, and I guess he kind of has pointy ears.
Tail, ears, contacts. There's a big, I did a big prosthetic piece for the face to make it look more demonic.
Oh, okay.
And then I also have teeth with that one.
Wow.
As well as I have prosthetic hands and feet that I created custom that I wear underneath the suit. So if you were to come up to me and shake my hand, it feels like I really have 3 fingers and not 5.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm really proud, definitely, of the work that I've done on it. That's the one I'm the most proud of.
So what Nightcrawler? Is it more so from the earlier movie?
It's Excalibur.
Okay, Excalibur.
Nightcrawler.
Cool,
and I took a little liberty with it with the makeup just to make it pop more so that it wasn't flat. That's why I created the prosthetic piece, and I also made a custom X-Men rosary that Nightcrawler wears.
Where can we find more of your work?
You can find Moonbase on Facebook and also on YouTube. You can also just Google She-Hulk or She-Hulk and Spider-Girl, and our videos will pop up for you. You can also find Echo Endless on Instagram. You can find my music. I also have 40 of my original songs free for download on reverbnation.com/Echo Endless.
Boom, I'm a bomb, I'm a killer, bomb. I'm a bomb, I'm a killer, bomb. I bring the beauty to the brains and the brawn. Never heard no shit like my song. Boom, I'm a bomb, I'm a killer, bomb. I'm a bomb, I'm a killer, bomb. Think you're right, but you're fucking wrong. I never heard no shit like my song.
This has been Echo Endless with Creative Continuity. I'm here with the comic book man,
Ming Chen.
Zapcic
Bryan.
Now, how did you guys start? How did it all come about? How did the magic?
How did the show start?
Yes.
Kevin Smith. You hang around Kevin Smith long enough, he'll put you in movies, he'll put you on TV, he'll make you do podcasts. It's great. I've been working with Kevin for 18 years, Mike for what, about 10?
No, 15.
15, and Brian grew up with him.
Yeah, I started hanging around with Kevin out of high school, and he was a very talented guy, so I knew if I just waited long enough that there would be some sort of nepotism that I could latch on to, and it took a while, but it paid off.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we were just borrowing money off him. So.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Always good to have a friend like that. So, outside of comic book man, what else are you guys trying to aspire to do?
Porn.
Porn?
Porn. Trying to do porn.
I mean, there's really not much outside of comic book men. We're actually at the store the whole time when we're not shooting either. So, I mean, Mike works there, what, 6 days a week?
Yep.
And
I'm doing my porn, yeah.
Yeah, what he does at home, I don't care. But yeah, people come in the store, they're like, wow, you guys really work here. And I'm like, yeah, like, what did you expect? I mean, he doesn't. He's in, once a week. But
That's the thing. It's like people think that you're on TV, and these fools shatter that myth. They actually work 9 to 5 jobs, and they ruin it for the rest of us. Like I refuse to work a 9 to 5 job, so I can maintain that mystique of the reality star. Like everybody has tons of money, which is why we sit here and try to sell pictures of ourselves, like
and why Brian lives in a box.
Pathetic slugs.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But yeah, I can't work a 9 to 5 job. It's not in my genetic makeup. So I just wait for stuff to happen, and usually it does. Usually something presents itself.
It's awesome.
Old lady not paying attention, pow, over the head, and next thing you know, I have her pocketbook.
So I see you guys got signs for people. We got one here that says nobody likes you. You aspire to mediocrity. And my favorite one, every time someone takes a free picture, Angel gets anally raped. Okay.
We just try to want to dissuade people that stand on the outskirts and take pictures, because the only way that we can keep coming back to cons is if we make enough money to make the nut, and then the promoter's like, all right, well, you're worth having back. But when people sort of hang around the outside and they just take a picture for free because they're like, these guys aren't worth paying for a picture. I mean, they're right, but that doesn't mean that,
We're not going to charge them, for God's sakes. Like right here, perfect example.
Right, yeah, there she is. See? Yeah. Yep. They like you.
Give me that one.
There you go. There we go. Another one.
This is only for the cute girls.
Oh.
People on the outskirts, they like you, but they just don't like you enough to buy a picture. Yeah, what are you going to do, right?
Sunshine is the best disinfectant.
That's what I was about to say. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave Flow. No Sunday Jeff with his comical impersonations this week.
Cute. Can you do any cartoon impressions?
I can't.
Come on, there's got to be one that you're go-to. What's your best? If your life was on the line.
So the podcast, how long were you guys podcasting for?
In Ming's case, entirely too long.
Kevin started a Smodcast years and years and years ago, probably 6 years ago now?
7 years ago, 2007.
7 years ago, and it was just Smodcast, podcast that Kevin did with his friend Scott. And then he suggested to me that I should do a podcast with our friend Walt, who's also on Comic Book Men, our other friend Brian Quinn, who's on Impractical Jokers. So I think we didn't see it at the time, but I think Kevin's idea was I'll build a network of podcasts, because then slowly but surely different people within our little circle started podcasting. So I've been doing it for about 4 years, and you guys about 3?
Yep, about 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Sell Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men, Jay and Silent Bot's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen. Hello, Mike. Hooah! Mike, what are you sitting on that you look like you're 10 feet tall? What's going on over there?
I'm sitting on my atomic pile, Ming.
Your favorite character? Comic book character, and why?
Favorite character, the Jack Knight Starman. What year was that? 1994, 94, 95. Jerry Robinson.
James Robinson.
And James Robinson and what? That's right. You're right. Jack Knight character I kind of aspire to as the superhero that doesn't kind of eschews the whole superhero thing, the tights, the funny costume, and reluctant superhero. One of my favorites.
All right. Mike?
My favorite's Nightwing. He's the only sidekick who grew up and, moved out of his mentor's shadow. Or he was the first one, really. He's got all the skill set of Batman and the optimism and hope of Superman.
It's bizarre, like if you watch these two as they're describing their favorite characters, you can see their like jeans begin to like bulge and test the fabric of the pants. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, these are comic book characters. They're not real. So I don't really, yeah, well, they're all like that.
I just made 8 guys out there hard with my description.
Yeah, it's an army of nerds with comic boners going on. I don't really even read comics. I'm just on the show to make fun of people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, no.
Well, I didn't believe that either.
You make fun of people?
Yeah, that's... I was friends with Kevin, so he said, why not? We'll put him on the show.
All right. Okay.
I mean, could you imagine leaving it in the hands of these two? For Christ's sakes, we would have got canceled halfway through the first episode.
Wow. Wow, guys. So what movie would y'all want to see out of a character? Would it be a Nightwing, and would it be...
I think Nightwing could carry a movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where they were going. I mean, with at the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I mean, they were going in that direction. So.
Yeah.
And mind if I ask him a question? What porn would you see? Would you like to see? What comic book porn movie would you like to see?
Plastic Man, right?
Yes.
He could make that happen. He could stretch it. It could go around a corner. A girl wouldn't even know it hit her.
No. I like to see. I always want to see a movie version of Preacher, but AMC is turning it into a TV show, so I guess I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for that any longer.
Gee, Ming, what channel is that going to be on?
AMC, same channel as Comic Book Man.
He's a company man. It's pathetic. He will any chance you give him, he will mention Walking Dead, Preacher, AMC, Preacher, anything. It's sickening.
Hi, it's Harold Gann with Creative Continuity. I'm here with the Comic Book Man. On my left is...
Ming Chen.
Mike Zapcic.
Brian Johnson.
Ooh! And we're signing off.
Nowhere to hide, you don't live inside that design. Nowhere to hide, you don't live inside that design.
Yeah. Take off your shirt, Mike.